Okay. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to make this video, and I wasn't sure if it was something that I was willing to talk about. But the title of the video and the thumbnail has pretty much told you a lot that you might already know if I told you in private or if I told you in confidence as one of my friends. But yeah, I was on TV. So let's get into it. Okay, I do want to give you guys a warning. I am sick right now. So, if I don't sound the best, you're probably going to say something anyways, but I'm just making you aware. But, I've been debating on this back and forth over and over again on whether or not I should talk about this, but I think I should. So I'm going to. My biological mother, when I was 3 months old, left. At the time, I didn't understand it. The older I got, I still didn't want to understand it, but I did to a certain extent. She was really young, not ready to be a mom. Then when I found other things out later on down the line, then it made me even more mad. So it was what it was. But when I was in high school, my family would always watch, Jerry Springer, Maury, Steve Wilkos, those shows, and for some reason, at 17, I saw the ad on the show, and it said, well, do you want to be on the show? Do you have an interesting story to tell? Email us at this email address. And I thought, well, I never spoke to her. I didn't know where she was. I didn't know where she was located. So I emailed them, gave them my whole story, told them everything. They, pretty abruptly, within 24 hours, contacted me later and contacted my mom, my grandma, but I call her my mom because she is my mom, and said that there will be a car coming to pick you up at this time tomorrow to take you to the airport. And I was like, wait, really? They really thought that it was that interesting to where they want to put me on a flight and have me speak my story to a bunch of people on national television. And I was like, okay, fine. Car comes that morning. We get in. We go get on the flight. Go get into New York. Go over the bridge. And then we get into Connecticut, which is where Steve Wilkos, Maury, and Jerry Springer is all taped. By the time we got there, it was already dark. So we were put up in a hotel. And when we walked in the hotel room, there was already food and drinks there for us. Like, they took care of us all the way around. We got there. The next morning, a driver came and picked us up, took us to the studio. Went into wardrobe, went into all of that. Basically said, pick out what you want to wear, and whatever you wear, just keep it, take it home, because we're not going to put it on anybody else. It belongs to you now because you're wearing it. And I think I still have that red shirt from that episode. It's somewhere. I'm pretty sure I still have it because I didn't want to let it go. But yeah, we went there. I put my story out there for the world to see. even stuff that like my close friends didn't know about. Like nobody knew this type of stuff. I didn't let anybody know because it just wasn't something I wanted to talk about. Then they found her and I saw her for the first time, and it broke me in a way that I wasn't ready for. And then as a teenager, you don't get how when people give a polygraph test, they word the questions in a way to get specific answers out of you to make you seem truthful. Now, when you look at the episode and you look at the questions and you look at her answers and you look at her telling the truth, it comes off that, you know, my dad's side of the family was just lying to me my whole life. But then you do some research and you look into things and you start realizing that, well, why did they have to ask if she intentionally did those things? Well, probably because when they asked her if she did do those things, and she said no, she failed. So then they tried to find a way to get truthful answers out of her that didn't seem bad. So that way it could end on a happier note. And I get it. I really do. And I do appreciate Steve for, you know, taking the time to have his team look over what I wrote and send me out there and had that whole talk with me after the show. And we even did a follow-up later on when they paid for her to come down to Florida to come and visit me. Brought my sisters and everything down and all that. So, I'm saying all that to say this. Yes, me and my biological mother speak. How frequently we speak? Very rare. It's not something I'm willing to do because a grown woman at her age should be talking and acting like a grown woman at her age, and she just doesn't. And I'm not into playing games. For me, being a dad and seeing all the things that happens, I don't mind joking, I don't mind playing. But when your personality is basically you being 40, pushing 50, and you want to act like a 16-year-old, then there's no need for you in my life. I've got enough things going on. I didn't need any more of that. So I distanced myself. Now, were there some things that I did that I'm not proud of? Yes, 100%. Basically plugging money from her whenever I could. Because it's like, well, you know, dude, 18 years of child support, you never bothered to pay, you never bothered to contact me, so if I do ask you to help me out, you owe that shit to me. You were ghost, and you didn't even attempt to even try to talk to me. It took me contacting a show in another state to get a hold of you. And I shouldn't have had to have done that. You should have done that on your own. As somebody who's supposed to be so upset and so angry with how things happened, you didn't try. You didn't make the attempt. I did. As a 17-year-old, I made the attempt. So yeah, if I called you and I said, look, I got kids, I was in and out of work, I need help. And yeah, you did, and you did help me. I'll be clear, you did help me. But there were times when I really fucking needed you. And you ultimately chose your boyfriend and other things over me. At that extent, I really don't care. You tricked my dad into thinking y'all were gonna get back together. My dad pulled mad money bought you a car, flew you back down to see me, to see your grandkid, to see everything, so I could see my sisters, under the guise that you and him were going to get back together. What do? Not even a week after you left Florida, you go back and go get with your ex and then tell my dad to fuck off after he just bought you a car and a plane ticket to come see your family? That's how you felt? It is what it is. And the thing is, bad part is, your boyfriend don't know that that's what you did. Your boyfriend don't know all the dirt that you were doing when you came down here. Your boyfriend just thought that you were coming here to see me. He didn't know you were coming to see my dad. Because the second you landed, me and you spoke twice. Out of the entire week that you were here. You were with my dad all the time. I had to have my sisters put up in my house because of all the things that y'all were doing that they couldn't be around. Then the second you get back, you ghost him. But then I'm supposed to be the charitable one. I'm supposed to be the one to just let all of this stuff go. You did so much dirt to me that I don't know if I can forgive it. I just don't. And look, I'm gonna put the episode of the show in the description and everything like that, so that you guys can see it with your own two eyes. But you need to take the lie detector test with a grain of salt. It was worded that way for things to go better. Because when push came to shove, my grandmother, who, in all reality, didn't want any more kids, wanted to go retire with my grandpa and go live their life and go be themselves, chose to put their life on halt and stop all of it for me. Paid for me to go play baseball, paid for fucking instruments, put me in orchestra and choir, went to all of my concerts when I was playing music, supported me through everything I ever did. So if you guys are gonna come at my mom with that type of energy in the comments, don't bother. Don't bother. It's not going to do anything for you. I will 100% delete your comment. Your comment is worth nothing to me. If that's what you're going to get out of that episode and that's what you're going to get out of what I'm saying, your comment is not worth looking at or even responding to. Just saying. Y'all are looking at this stuff from a macro view. I've lived it. I know what happened, and I went through it. So what I'm telling you right now is what it is. I don't have my phone, but she'll like periodically text me every like 3-4 months with like an essay on how much she misses me and how much she this and how much she that. But yet, you don't make an effort. You think a text message every 3 or 4 months is effort? That ain't shit. I put in the effort. I put in the work. I did all of that. While you sat back, had a kid 2 years after having me, claim me you couldn't handle me because you were too young, turn around, have another kid right after. It just goes to show you didn't really want me to begin with. And now that you're called out on it, now that I called you out on it, Steve Wilkos called you out on it, the whole world called you out on it, you want to play mom. Sorry. You're not. Giving birth to somebody doesn't give you that definition of mother. It's the person who was there for you when nobody else wanted you. That's who your family is. Family doesn't have to be blood. Family doesn't have to be any of that shit. Family are the people that stick by you and support you and do whatever for you in any way possible. Never forget that shit. If y'all are young now and your parents don't do shit for you, when you grow up, go find a real family and kick those people to the curb. Go find people that are willing to do anything and everything for you. Because those are the people that you want in your life. Don't waste your time and waste your energy on people that aren't willing to even put any bit of effort or energy in for you. At all. It's not worth it. And look, man, if y'all got any issues, y'all have similar problems to what I dealt with, comment. Let me know. I'm telling you, I've been there. Done it. Y'all want help? I will be your help. I promise. I promise you that 100%. You get in the Discord. You can do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. I will do everything in my power to give you the best bit of advice that I can give you. I will help you in every way that I can. Because I went in blind. I did. Nobody in my family knew that I contacted the show. They didn't. They had no idea. I did it on my own. Because it was a 1 in a million shot. I didn't think I was ever going to get contacted. But then I did. So it was a decision I made it was a very last minute decision that I made. I don't regret the decision at all. But if any of you guys are going through things like that, I'll be there. If you don't have a family, you got a family with me, with the Discord, with everything. You'll have people. I'm telling you. You want to know some ride or die people? I'm telling you. I'll be there. I'm going to parse in clips and pieces like that into this video, and the main video will be in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, I'm just saying. I really debated on doing this. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do this, but I feel like if I don't get it off my chest now, and I wait way too far down the line, then it's going to be something I'm not willing to talk about later on. I feel like I just need to let it go now. That's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.